Yeah, but you can recite.
Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Apadamauliparyantam gurunam akritim smaret tena vignaha pranashyanti siddhyanti cha manorathaah. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi आबाहु पुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणं सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम्. ओम तत्सत्.
Thank you. So what we are going to do is I sent you that 1 to 9. A link also I have sent. So you can go through it and then we will have an assignment. If you have not gone through. If you have gone through, we can start with assignment.
This is Samadhi Pada, first chapter.
Not first chapter, second chapter, no?
No, you put Samadhi Pada.
Samadhi Pada.
I did a mistake then. 1 minute. It has come like that. Okay, sorry.
I got confused. So you to go there or here?
No, sorry. It is second. 1 to 9.
Yeah. So then your assignment has got aborted.
No, what I sent, link what I have sent, right?
Yeah, I think you have sent correctly. And then I was confused whether you are wanting to go Samadhi Pada or Sadhana Pada. Okay,
No,
fine.
sadhana.
No issues.
So you can read. You don't have to go through in detail. You can just briefly go through the word by word meaning what is there, and then because that commentary will be so much. Lata, you're on mute.
Okay, I was telling that it'll take long time for
Yes.
read. So much is there.
Just read that in that Swami J. If you see word by word meaning is there.
Yeah. So like that, tapaha, swadhyaya, like that.
Like that, yeah. Don't go through the summary. The detail.
Tapaha, swadhyaya, Ishvara pranidhana, Kriya Yoga. Okay.
Done. Yeah, Lata, you want to say something? You are holding.
No, I don't want to say. I think it is all everybody is so serious, so I'm just laughing. Yeah, you have to be serious.
No, all are looking as though they are looking it for the very first time. And that's the fun part of it.
That is true. It look like for me, I'm looking at Buddhist teaching. Now you have that if else kind of so many combinations you write like that.
Yeah, in that 1 to 9.
1 to 9, correct.
Ready now. 9 over.
Yeah. You're a taskmaster. You're not giving enough time. First of all, you give the assignment at the last moment.
No, you are supposed to be reading every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you want to take more time? I have no problems. We can spend the whole day reading.
Yeah. There is lots to read also.
That is correct. Don't read that commentary. Then you can read it at leisure. We have not even started the assignment. I have just given, read the book itself and then we'll talk about the assignment. It's an open book exam.
Yeah, we know, we don't know.
What's that?
No, we know. If we don't know, we don't know. That's
Correct.
it.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, it's not something, what do you say? Mugging up, right?
You can't.
You have to have that, should have had that some experience,
Yes.
some understanding. Then only you can answer his questions. First, you should understand the question. That itself is difficult.
Okay, so shall I?
So
Put
at
the
least
question.
when you tell the shloka, it won't sound strange. So that's why 2-3 times I saw. At least it will be familiar, some words. Otherwise,
No, I'm not going to narrate the shloka at all or the sutra at all. I'll just ask the question. This is the question. How do you come out of abhinivesha? That's all. That's the assignment. And the answer is in 1 to 9.
Yeah. Drop off all the coverings.
Yeah, that's correct. So how? So you read that and see what you would do now, right now. How do you remove the coverings?
Right now, temporarily you can do.
Whatever, temporary only, no problem. 1 hour. So we are at 8:45 now.
No. What I am trying to say is, even if you simply sit and then remove off all that mentally, you can go to that state.
That's correct. I
Ah.
don't disagree with you, but there is a process.
That is the easiest.
No, there is a process. I need the process.
The process I don't know. So I try to think 1 second.
Yeah.
Bruno is coming and sleeping right next to my leg.
Ah,
So it's difficult to get. Morning also he did. I stepped on him nicely. Still he is coming and sleeping.
yeah, he loves you.
Yeah. That's not the what that you want.
Which one?
So
No.
just
No.
you just go.
No, what it says. Swarasa vahi vidushaha api tatha rudaha abhiniveshaha.
Yeah, yesterday we stopped there, Abhinivesha.
Ah, that's correct. In fact, I had given the answer also.
Yeah, the Veshas has to be removed. You said all these Veshas which we have put.
No, I had given
The body.
Yes, so now you're watching the breath. How do you do it is the question.
When you watch the breath, after some time anyway, you will lose
No,
the
no,
feeling of body.
no, because you have 3 things which is binding abhinivesha. One, you have raga, you have
Now, Raga, Dvesha.
asmita.
Hmm.
So all that is going to bind it.
Yeah, correct.
So he says sukhanushayi ragaha. Because
Yeah,
there
so
is-
whatever you give, even that bliss which comes, you're attracted to it.
Yes,
Right? So you feel, yeah, I want that.
yes,
So that is also a raga, even though it is a better raga.
yes, it is raga only.
what's
So all that. Huh?
Sorry, sir.
I can't hear you properly, Rajini. Again, the sound is there, but it's not clear. I don't know for me or.
No, I cannot hear her properly.
Okay.
No. What seems as pleasure initially becomes an addiction slowly, whether it is good or bad. And that addiction invariably is going to bring pain.
That is correct. So from 2.5, avidya to
Asmita.
2.9.
Hmm.
So without abhinivesha, avidya cannot be removed.
Correct.
So first you have to remove abhinivesha, then you have to remove dvesha, then you have to remove raga, then you have to remove asmita, then you have to remove avidya.
Vidya. A reverse order.
Reverse order. It is in this order, but your practice is on the other order, because what I am seeing
Is this
is my
abhinivesha?
eyes and ears and nose and tongue and body and all that, and I am not able to realize that the same eyes is sitting on the other side
Hmm.
as a vesha. It's a vesha, right?
Yeah.
So our so many years of going through this Vedanta is that we are added more vesha to the vesha. Now
More
that,
concepts has got inside my head.
yes. So if somebody were to ask, do you know Vedanta? We know Vedanta.
Yes.
You
Perfect.
ask me any question from anywhere, I will reply. So what has happened here?
Yeah. But we'll get 100%. I may get some 50% or
No,
something.
100. No, he will get more than 100. If the question paper is 100, the master will give him 200.
I don't have that knowledge.
Okay.
That much of knowledge.
So now that vesha has to be removed. So the difference between Vedanta and yoga philosophy is that you come to the reality, don't go to conceptual. And Vedanta is conceptual. It's completely conceptual. There is nothing you can experience in Vedanta. So when we come here, we have to leave that and remove the vesha. So there is clinging. So it is clinging to life.
Yeah, that is correct. That's the
Okay.
last one.
The
Clinging
last
to life.
clinging to life. So I want to lead a good life. Right. So when I am seeing three of you, what should I get?
You should feel envious.
No, I should not. First thing I get is dvesha. Is dvesha.
Dvesha.
Reason being, if you are not doing what I asked you to do, automatically dvesha has to come.
Yes, because an expectation is there. Yes.
Yes. So I have given an assignment, you are not answering, so the dvesha automatically has to come because there is a vesha. And by our 3 or 4 years interaction, we have got into bhushana. Bhushana means awarded. So not only I have taken vesha, I have been awarded, saying that okay, now teach us.
Yeah. So you're the vesha of teacher,
Yes.
and you have taken it on yourself. And we are the vesha of students, which we took on ourselves.
Yes, thinking that is how it is going to go.
Yeah.
So what I realized after our so many talks is that this is not going to work out, because it is getting so conceptual that there is no experience. So it is better we experience firsthand.
Yes.
The first thing to do, watch the breath and remove the vesha. So what vesha will you remove? That's my question.
No raga, no dvesha.
No, we are not come there. We are still in abhinivesha.
All the self-inflicted role play, I could say.
Almost right. It's not self-inflicted. You are not self-inflicted. You have been inflicted. You have been given.
All the roles. Okay.
Yeah. I have personally chosen to be a mother. Personally chosen. It is.
No, you are not chosen to be a mother. You have become a mother.
You have become because you felt.
If you, while in school, did you have an idea of making mother?
No.
No, right? And did you have any idea that you are going to marry and that guy is going to touch everywhere?
No.
In school, if somebody would have held you in various places, what you would have done?
Give one nice slap.
And then how did you accept this guy? That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Vaishya.
So I think that you have to remove all the roles, like your
So
daughter, sister, mother, um, employee, all that. Whatever is there has to
so
be
correct. So
gone.
each one of that role will have raga, dvesha, asmita. So
Yes,
first
I
comes,
am.
first comes dvesha. Because if you are not a good mother, somebody is going to tell you that you are not a good mother. So you should become a good mother now. Right? And nobody has a definition of what is a good mother. If you ask each person, he will give his own interpretation of what he thinks is a good mother and good wife and good daughter. So as a female, these are the three minimum roles you are playing on a daily basis, which is a Vesha. But there
Yes.
is another Vesha. Can you guess that Vesha? These are all, at least you can do something about it.
Yeah, that the next Vesha is you're a female. You're
No,
Your education
no.
status.
no, that and all covered as part of the roles.
Yeah, that is role over. But there is another one which is very deep within you.
I exist in this body. I am recognized as this body.
Not really. Okay, I'll give the answer. It is Asmita. That is my name.
Myself, Lata.
Yes. So as soon as the name is called, there is a reaction. So can you drop that?
Yeah. But okay, maybe I didn't say the steps like you you said, but then I have tried to do this many times, dropping all of that roles and forgetting about, not forgetting, dropping my name and then dropping everything and then just trying to be in that essence.
No, wait. There is one gap there. Even you close your eyes, you can do it.
Close my eyes only, I did it many times.
You have to do it with open eyes.
Okay.
Now, how is the question? That is avidya. See, all that you will do in avidya only. Just like you go to sleep, deep sleep, avidya.
But here, no, you are aware, right? In sleep, you are not aware.
No, that's correct. Now you are forcefully dropping it off, but when you open your eyes, you are back.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I said temporarily.
And that's temporarily, but that means Asmita is not gone. Sorry, not Asmita. The
Avidya.
Abhinivesha is not gone. It is you are suppressing the Vesha, or you are pretending that you don't have a Vesha. See, I'll tell you how. Now I close my eyes. Then I start to say that I am no father, I am no mother, no brother, no husband, no neighbor. Like that, I will neti 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 neti. I'll put it, and the mind will say, ha ha ha. This is good. Now, for that time, there is bliss. I open my eyes. Wife comes. Wife is already there. Right, and then I see Bhatt, and Bhatt is already there. I shouldn't take him as Bhatt, or I shouldn't take you as Lata. I shouldn't take her as Ranjini. I shouldn't. If I take it, then Raga. If I like what Bhatt is saying, or if he says what I like to hear, Raga. If he does not say what I like, or he says something which he doesn't like, and then it's Dvesha. Then Abhinivesha. Automatically you are in Vesha only. So we are not able to get to touch that avidya itself. So my question is, how do you do it with eyes open?
Observing the breath.
Pardon?
Observing the breath.
No, that is fine. Now breath observation is the straight thing that you cannot forget. All this will work only if you are watching the breath, otherwise it will not. So the first practice here all the time is watching the breath, and either soham or hamso or om. These are three things you have, that is, we have agreed to that.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know how to say. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
see, you have to keep observing. I keep saying the same thing again, so it looks like a repetition for me, but I have done that, so I know it has
I
at
know that
least
you've done it, Lata. I don't
weekend.
I don't disagree that you have not done it. I know that
So
you
I'm
have done
just
it.
yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not disagreeing with you that you are not done it, but you've done it all the time, closed eyes.
No. That is the other one. Directly trying to get into that. I'm not talking about that.
Mm.
Now I'm trying to say whatever I am trying to observe completely. As I've
Okay.
been trying to do for long.
Okay.
Right? So, and I could see that when I keep observing what kind of reactions are coming into my mind when I hear something, whether I'm liking it, whether it's my heart is feeling elated, or it is feeling neutral, or it is feeling mm,
Compressed.
constricted,
Yeah.
like this. Okay. So then I found out there are many things which doesn't create much of the attenuation or much of the surges, but there are certain things which used to bring one big kind of surges. So those ones I was trying to see, observe and then see how it is coming, why it is coming. And I, over a period of time, because I'm observing and I am also telling myself that this is not something you have to be if you want to become, what do you say, spiritual or enlightened. So that has come down. Even when the same situation comes or a similar situation comes, I am not telling it is 100% flat. It's a slight attenuation and then it comes back. So at least it is reduced in intensity. That much I can say. But it is not completely gone. It is still there, little bit.
Right. Right.
So, but the bigger emotional surges, tsunamis, I used to think. It used to be, sometimes I used to get so I'm not a person who will show the anger outside. There, but inside, sometimes, not every time, but I am also not a person who gets angry very fast. But when I get angry very much inside. So I can see that surge going up. All that is not there now. So even if it comes, it is just comes and then immediately I am aware of it. So it goes off. So this is what I have been doing, but it is not completely gone. Sometimes I think, okay, this particular thing is completely gone. I'm free of it, but then suddenly it sneaks up from somewhere. But I am aware of it. So this is what I have been doing. So I feel there are many places where it is so huge. Sometimes I like certain things so much, and sometimes certain things I don't like. So those surges has kind of subsided. I can't say fully gone, but subsided.
Right. So, coming back to the same thing. We need to remove the anushaya, latent. If you remove it,
Yes,
that-
latent impressions.
yeah, there is latent impression. So that Patanjali says that dukkhanushayi. Anushaya means latent, almost sleeping.
Almost sleeping. It will come when you are least expecting.
Yeah. So
The what do you say? Latent means when you are faced with some situation which you are not expecting, it will immediately come.
exactly.
That is a latent impression.
Correct. So there are three consciousness mind at present. One is the conditioned one which we are right now. So we are conscious.
The conscious mind.
This is conscious. So I'm conscious of Bhatt sitting, you sitting, and Ranjini sitting. Okay. And as long as things are going as planned,
no problems.
there's no problem.
Even if some small things comes, you can manage it.
That is conscious. Then you have subconscious, where this conscious, once it completes its work, it becomes an impression in the subconscious.
Seed is dropped.
Not seed, the impression, meaning that frame is dropped there for future, meaning the same situation comes, it can immediately, you can address it. Good situation, bad situation. Like what you sent of Sri M, that vritti, the good vritti and bad vritti and all that, right? So now this is a good vritti. Let's say I have good knowledge of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So I read, it immediately registers, goes into the subconscious existence. So now if a question is asked, tell me 20th sutra, then immediate it comes to the surface. I feel very proud that look how nicely I have recited it and I'm able to explain. Okay.
Asmita.
Asmita, we are still yet to come to Asmita. That Asmita is there. See, there are two things we are yet to address right now. We are yet to address Avidya, Asmita. First, let's address
Raga Dvesha.
Raga, Dvesha and Abhinivesha.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So now, beyond that is the unconscious mind. It's totally unconscious. It has only impressions. It has only vasana. All vasanas. Now, there are two ways it can come out. One way, you put the person in the spot, it crosses the unconscious, it crosses the subconscious, and it also crosses the conscious. And you can see the person coming out with unpredicted outcome.
Yeah, that's what they say. No? When you squeeze an orange, you get only orange juice.
Yes.
So similarly, when you squeeze a person, whatever is there inside only will come.
Now, where is intuition? Intuition is the unconscious one. There's nothing other than the unconscious, which becomes conscious. So the mind cannot now understand, how did I say this? So it is intuitive mind. In a positive, if it is called as an intuition. On a negative, what it is called then?
A negative, what is it called? Intuition opposite. But bad feeling, bad omen, or I don't know.
Fear?
Pardon?
Huh?
Fear?
Not fear. No.
No, not intuition is good. Something we say.
See, I tell you.
Opposite?
Okay. The opposite of intuition. That is, it turned positive, right? Like you came to my home yesterday. Intuitively, or whatever you can call, I saw your son Aditya. I looked at him, his body, and said, this is problem. He zapped, and it is intuition, right? As far as that method goes.
Otherwise, is biased. When you say without intuition, you put your own biases into it and then say.
Now, what is opposite of intuition? You can check it on the net.
It's like you are putting intuition is coming, which is pure. It is not limited by your screens.
Yes, exactly.
The other one is you are putting something, and then from that you are telling with your mind.
So this intuition not only has an unconscious existence, it also has a supreme existence. From the bottommost superconscious. From there, it springs up. Okay. On the negative side, it's not bias which comes. It is a kind of nature of the person. He will be exactly opposite to what he was. Let's say you have made that person as a very noble person. All of a sudden, he becomes not at all noble. Or if I made him as a pious person, yet he loses the piety immediately. Or this is exactly opposite. He is a very calm person. He becomes completely violent and rage to an extent of killing. It's not just facially he looks angry or whatever it is. He will do something. He'll not stop with just a violent upsurge. He was very calm, very cool, very nice. Even subconsciously, he is perfect. But something triggers. When it triggers, if the Vesha exists, then it brings in whatever at that moment has to bring in, both the positive and negative. Whereas on the intuition, there is no Vesha. At that moment, he has forgotten his Vesha. He is natural. So intuition is always natural. But that turns into avidya. Because I don't know how it came. So like same example of yesterday, Ranjini coming to my home. I know what I'm seeing. But I'm guessing it and it works. But I don't know how did I guess. That again creates avidya. So most of our intuition is avidya. We don't know. And that's the reason we say, I don't know how I am able to say, or how I am able to know this, or how I am able to experience this. I have no idea. So I'm very intuitive person, but actually not. I'm avidya person, ignorant person. Because I really don't know what is happening. Okay, so knowing prajna is complete knowing. That is, you know the conscious, you know the subconscious, you know the unconscious, you know the supreme conscious. And you know that you are the supreme conscious, you have got nothing to do with this unconscious and subconscious and conscious. You have got nothing to do with these three people. And you don't know who they are in the first place. And that is vidya. So basically the klesha is taking something which you are not. That's what he says in avidya. Taking something, anatma into atma. Dukkha into sukha. And that's what we are doing. There is no atma inside. But I take there is atma. But atma is everyone, everything. But no. My atma. It is my atma sakshi. What do you mean your atma sakshi? It's just to say asmita exists. Asmi. I am. Which is mana. So when mana comes, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha has to be there. So first and foremost is to remove the vesha. Talk without vesha. So the first vesha is your name. So yesterday I was telling Aditya, Ranjini, while you were talking to Anjana, he was asking me about Nirvana Shataka, and he was asking me, how did Shankaracharya say this? And I don't know whether I can say like that. I said it's not like that. There are two states you can be in. If you are in this state as Aditya, then that state is not valid. But if you are not Aditya, then that state is a valid thing. Because the relationship is set to Aditya, not to that pure consciousness. So first thing we need to practice, watching the breath, is to let go of your name completely. Erase it. So just to say that, oh, you have got this many parts of the body, like Purisha, you keep Purisha. Don't forget Purisha. So if somebody were to ask, who are you? And Ranjini, this is for you because you have done MSc in yoga. You should remember this. You are Saptadhatu, Mala, Mutra, Purisha. That's all. You just have to keep on meditating on that. If anybody asks you whether you have a face, you should say, I have Purisha. Inside. That person, if Rajesh asks you, am I married to Ranjini? You cannot say you are married to Purisha. For him, To pacify him, you say, I am Ranjini, I am there with you and I will be there forever. You don't worry, you do this, you do that. But you have done your MSc, that too in yoga. So if anybody asks you, like if I ask you, Ranjini, are you Ranjini? Immediately you should say that, oh, Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Majja, Medha, Asti, Shukra. Simple. In your mind, Ranjini shouldn't come. It's only, oh, do I have Rasa? Yes. And if you don't have Rakta, then what will you do? You go to the blood bank or you go for your test and they will say, what is your hemoglobin content? Do they check Ranjini there by any chance? No. They take a blood. So where is Ranjini there? So Rasa should be there, Rakta should be there, Mamsa should be there, Asti should be there, Majja should be there, Medha and Shukra. Where is Ranjini? What stupidity it is.
It's a bag of dirt.
Okay, this is okay. Now, my urine, take it, no, put it in your house as much as you want. Or you can give a bottle to Rajesh, he will be more than happy. Take your wife's urine and keep it. Enjoy. It's not. So, Mala, Mutra, Purisha. So, if anybody asks, the meditation should be watch the breath and watch, oh, I am only Saptadhatu, Mala, Mutra, Purisha. So, it is such a dirty thing I am keeping. Then the Vesha goes away. Once you are out of Vesha, on what will you have Dvesha? Everybody shit only, right? So which shit you will have Dvesha? One person yellow shit, another person's red shit, another person's green shit, or whatever they are eaten, they are shitting it. That's all. So with that works out, Dvesha goes away. Then comes Raga. What is Raga there? Where is the person? Your Raga will come on the person. When there is no person, there is no Raga. And what will you call as Asmi now? Will you call Saptadhatu as Asmi? Or do you call Purisha as your Asmi? Or Mutra or Mala? You want to call it as Asmi? Okay, enjoy. And then you have removed Avidya. Then 5 senses are seen. Whatever you are seeing is Saptadhatu, Mala, Mutra, Purisha. Whatever you are hearing, Rakta, all that, Saptadhatu, then Mala, Mutra, Purisha. Whatever you are smelling, isn't it true? We are smelling only that. No matter, yesterday your daughter prepared that nice one. So when I went in the morning, what did I download? But you are asking my wife, how does it, can you guess what are the things is put there? I was watching this fun. So when I went to the shit today, I was thinking about it. What all is there in this? Let me watch. And that removes karma forever. You will never have karma. There won't be any desire. The desire in the eyes and ears and nose and tongue and body will go away. So if you look at that shloka number 2.5, Anitya Ashuchi Dukkha Anatmasu Nitya Suchi Sukha Atman Khyatihi Avidya. So we'll go through that. Is Anitya, ephemeral or non-eternal or impermanent. You will, if anyone were to give us mamsa, and we are all vegetarians, by the way. So if somebody eats non-vegetarian in front of us, or they give us mamsa, we'll not like. But take your body, it is full of mamsa. Nowhere you will find one vegetable there. Nowhere. Aren't we fooling ourselves that I'm a vegetarian? So Saptadhatu, you did not bring it, nor I did not bring it. So if you had to split it out, you first get rasa. Rasa I did not bring. Food had rasa, that rasa went. If rasa is not there, you look shrunken. If rasa is good, you feel blushed up, or you feel filled with nice colored or shine. So rasa is required. Second one, rakta is required. If rakta is not there, then hospital. And somebody has to donate blood. Right? So if I look good looking, it is not because I am good looking. The rakta is good looking. When did I become good looking? No. Then mamsa. So if somebody says, I dislike mamsa, it's like saying I dislike my own body. Before being born, I should have thought about it. That this whole thing, this whole body is full of mamsa. Okay, so mamsa. Then medha, fat. If somebody says that I am not fat, then medha is less. If medha is more, fat. Then asti. I did not bring it. It's there. Without asti, this body will collapse. So that means the skeletal is like a foundation. So it's not mine. Majja, bone marrow, and shukra. Ojas. That is all I am. So where there is Atma there? No Atma.
So, but when you're simply sitting in one place, you don't even think this is your name, right?
Hmm.
You don't, unless and until something comes, then only we'll think his name is that and so on. Otherwise, there is no
way. See, that is
thinking.
what it is. It is in water, right? Till somebody calls you, you have no name. You will just sit. Aram se.
Correct. And then also, you may not even think many things. Only whatever is there in front of you would be thinking. If you have nothing to do, maybe you think something and bring. Otherwise, it is not there at all.
No, another funny thing, Lata. This we can test it out. When we are going to office, like now Bhatt is in office, until something prompts and his wife calls, or
Correct.
his daughter calls, or somebody calls, there is no house at all. He is so engrossed in job that everything else is erased.
Right?
Nothing exists. And not even in his mind it exists. Forget about anywhere else. The memory itself is not there. That he has a wife and 2 children, and that is happening, this is happening. And in your case, Lata, in this room where you are sitting, nobody else exists actually.
Correct. That is what I am thinking.
And whenever Bruno comes, then only you remember there is Bruno. Otherwise, you don't even remember the dog is sitting below you. So, the avidya here is that nowhere there is Atma.
Yeah, that is what I was observing when my mother was in the hospital. When I used to go and sit in the hospital, only she is there. I am not thinking about my office or my Bangalore home or anything. Only she is there that time. Then when I go and sit and attend some meetings in the office, then my mother is forgotten at that point of time.
Yes.
So I was observing this. So then I said, whether to suffer or not in your hand, it depends on what you bring in your mind at that point of time. If you
Correct.
don't bring anything, and if you just be in that moment only, then there's nothing which comes.
Actually, it does automatically. So, like you said, from hospital you go home, and something
Yes,
else comes which is urgent than your mother,
that will be dropped.
that drops off. Whether she is dying or dead or whatever, it doesn't even matter.
Right. That's what I observed very keenly.
Yeah. So, Actually, if you had an Atma, you would not be able to do that. Meaning, if you had an Atma, you will not be able to forget your mother. Since you don't have Atma, you can forget anything now. So, wherever consciousness arises in the senses, that will take shape. That's all. So, first we need to practice here is that if name is called, internally you need to look at 7 dhatus, then Mala Mutra Purisha. Don't put your name.
Yeah, that is also true, right? If you want to introduce yourself in this world, it's difficult. You cannot simply even say your name. My name is Lata. You have to tell many other things. I am
Exactly.
from Kerala, or I am a daughter of these people. I am the mother of this. I am working here. You need to bring something else to hold.
Yes. So it doesn't have its own foundation.
Yeah, its own foundation. That's what I said. So if you are not Lata, then all these kind of things are gone.
Yes. So unless and unless, like you said yesterday, Lata, that in your neighborhood or in your apartments, they thought that you are a not so good looking or what a educated woman in a big organization, and when they came to know that you are working for a big organization, they didn't have anything to say, because their assumption about you looking by your dress was that you are an accountant in some small garment firm, or
Somebody even offered me an accountant's job.
so the basic thing here is, what next we need to do is, if you want to remove asmita, meaning raga dvesha, you'll get removed by watching it as purisha. So the last one, purisha, you have to keep that. You are purisha only, nobody else, not purusha. You are actually purusha, but due to association you have become purisha. Okay, so that you have to keep. So from how to go from purusha to purisha, this is what it is. So our objective is go back to purusha, not be with prakriti. Prakriti is shit, purusha is the actual ultimate. Okay, so now if I were to drop asmita, what I need to do? Just observe these packets. First packet, bhushana and vesha. Vesha bhushana. Designation, title, rewards. You have to reward somebody. Oh, you've been rewarded as a wife. Oh, great. Enjoy. You've been rewarded with a son. From where? I am telling you, boss, you have got a child. It's your child. Oh, where is it? Good, good. Then like that. So you've been rewarded with a job. Who says? I am actually earning for living. I have not been awarded with a job. Anyway, so I have to practice this asmita, is that I amness will come. I am doing this, I am doing that, I am doing that. So all should have a designation and title. If you don't have a designation title, you will not have asmita. There is no asmi, I am. When you remove asmi, atma goes away. So anitya, ashuchi, anatma is seen. Ashuchi, because this is sapta dhatu, mala mutra purisha. This is exactly what Shankaracharya says in Viveka Chudamani, Annamaya Kosha. Now you see, there we have gone through this, but we have never experienced it. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, you will experience it if you practice with breath. The Kriya Yoga is, first bring a Kriya there, activity there. What activity? Tapas Svadhyaya Pranidhana. So you keep on watching the breath, seeing, okay, who am I? Like in the case of Ramana Maharshi, He went by Vedanta because he had experience. So now we have to experience Vedanta through the lens of Patanjali because we ourselves don't have that ability. Okay. So now what we need to see is we need to see if keep on meditation here, it would be that I am Saptadhatu Mala Mutra Purisha. So you remove your name. If you do this for 108 days, you will lose your identity completely without a trace. Today is the fourth day.
Today is the third day, na?
Third day. Third day.
7th we started. The third day.
Third day. Yeah. The third day, 105 days left. If we genuinely practice all the time. So when you look at your home, the home is, you see another funny thing. Every home should have a toilet. Look at that. Right? And every house should have a kitchen. Why? Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Majja, like that. You need to develop it. Otherwise, it will go away. So every 4 hours, you need to refuel it. So without kitchen, it will not going to work. And every house should have a bedroom. Why? Because this heavy body has to be put to rest. You don't
Yeah, you
want
have to make, you have to, that's what I was thinking. Even if I want to travel, when I want to travel to Italy, I was thinking, what all have to be taken care. I have to carry the dress, I have to carry, I have to find an accommodation to stay there, then I have to find food, all that. If nothing was needed, you can simply go.
Exactly. So isn't it such a bad police station or a prison where you require to refuel all the time, where you require to put this body somewhere, and you should protect it, not just keep it somewhere. Because if you just keep it somewhere and something bites,
that's it.
Or it falls.
Yeah, like I have fallen, so now I can't move around.
Okay, but bye-bye. Good day.
Bye. Yeah, before we close, I wanted to ask something.
Yes, go ahead.
Today morning when I was meditating, so I observed the breath. There's a heavy pressure which came here. I thought it is going to burst. So I didn't know what to do. So I was sitting like this and then somebody told me in my mind, keep your head down. So I kept my head down like this. Then I felt that so much of energy is flowing through all my body, the moon colored energy. So I don't know. Then that pressure went off. In between it is there. I don't know. Maybe I am overdoing it. Something.
Not overdoing it. It is opening some of the nadis to you, so you'll have some experiences of that kind. Nobody comes and tells you. It is your own mind telling it, and it works. Because it knows. So exactly when the spinal column, the energy fills up, it spreads across your skull area.
Yeah, there was a pressure here.
Yeah, because
and the pressure here, and thought it is going to burst.
Yeah, it will be so heavy. So many people call it as cosmic energy and all that. So basically, that is how this whole thing works. So when it comes to the central channel in the top, where it connects to the medulla here, medulla region, then you feel tremendous pressure, and head automatically goes down because that it cannot hold on to that pressure.
Then that's why maybe I did like this.
And then the pressure starts dripping off from each of these areas, and you can feel your hand, blood is gushing, like and in your limbs, like something is gushing, some water is gushing, sensation, and it goes up.
Yeah, because as you tell, 2 o'clock I woke up, and for 1 hour I was doing that.
Yeah, 2 to 4 is a very good
4 I did not do till 3 o'clock I was doing. And then I didn't sleep. After that, I couldn't sleep. Then I did again. After taking bath, I was again doing it for half an hour.
Good, nice, good progress.
So maybe that is why it has become so much. I thought it will burst.
No, you are feeling with energy. It'll automatically subside. It's not going to create any danger. And wherever the blocks are there, it will remove the block. So wherever the block is there. So what these
No, so
people,
that is where before I used to feel the pressure on the back. I remember used to come and stay there. Paining, not a paining. It's a pressure will be there. I can feel it. Now I don't feel that pressure anymore. Now
so
it has come here somewhere.
1 minute before we close, Ranjini, after Lata goes away, I need to talk to you. So you be online.
Okay, then I will go away.
No, it's okay. If you want to continue, you can continue.
No, that is all. That you anyway answered me,
Okay,
so it's fine.
fine then. We'll meet on Monday.
Bye.
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 ಹೇಳಿ ವಿಲಾಸ್
One ನಿಮಿಷ. Let me end this online.